Good morning. I've been asked by the City of Greensburg Fire Chief to make an announcement before we proceed. In case of a fire, emergency, or building evacuation, regular exits are located to the back of the room or to your left. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit and follow the directions of campus police or fire department officials once inside. Do not use elevators during an alarm. Once outside the building, everyone must wait until an all-clear signal is to be given by campus police or emergency personnel before re-entering the building. That's the end of my announcement. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors. Following the presentation, I ask that you join seniors Katrina Klunk and Stephen Harvey in singing the national anthem. Please be seated. Good morning and welcome. I'm Michelle Ridge, Chair of the Seton Hill University Board of Trustees and a proud graduate of the class of 1969. Sounds like a long time ago. It is a pleasure to welcome you to this commencement exercise. This is the 96th commencement of Seton Hill. The banner of 95 earlier graduating classes, my own included, hang in this auditorium. They mark each of those earlier graduation days, and now the banner of the class of 2014, resplendent in the black and red class colors, is added to that proud long line. Commencement is the culminating event of the academic year. Today, we honor the achievements of the graduates at the close of a long period of study and preparation. We are assembled to congratulate the members of the class of 2014 and for the conferring of degrees upon them. We are honored today by the presence of our honorary degree recipient, Mr. David Jones, members of the Seton Hill University Board of Trustees, and President of the Alumni Corporation Board. We welcome as well members of the Seton Hill University faculty and administration, parents, families, and friends of the graduates, and of course, the graduates themselves, the class of 2014. You may be interested in knowing who else is sitting on this platform. To my left is the Grand Marshal, Associate Professor of Psychology, Mr. Larry Jusky, and behind me are members of the administration and faculty who serve as division chairs and the president of the Faculty Senate, who represent their assembled colleagues. I now have the pleasure of introducing to you the Vice Chair of the Seton Hill Board and President and Provincial Superior of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, Sister Catherine Meinert.
Thank you, Mrs. Ridge. Good morning. As I looked out on this wonderful audience, there's so many smiles. I wonder why. And so I want to proclaim, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's a wonderful day for each and every one of you. Most definitely, as Mrs. Ridge said, for the graduates, but also for the families and friends who supported you through these many years to help you to achieve this moment of success. On behalf of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, I welcome each of you this day for this deserved celebration. The class of 2014 has certainly waited for this day, and we congratulate you on your achievements. Graduates, families, friends, as you rode up the Seton Hill driveway this morning, did you think that it might be a while before you would see the beautiful trees that line that driveway? Have you ever wondered who planted those trees and why? Well, let me tell you a story. However, in order to understand the planting of those trees, you have to go back in history to 1870 and a woman named Mother Aloysia Lowe. She was a Sister of Charity from Cincinnati and was sent to begin a Sister of Charity foundation here in Pennsylvania. She settled in Altoona, and other women soon began to join her. However, Mother Aloysia realized that the sisters needed a home in the country. So in 1882, after a great deal of negotiation, because it was not easy for her to buy property, and I love the story, that she kept all the community money in a black purse or satchel, and wherever she went, that purse went with her. She didn't believe in banks. And so finally, she was able to open that little black purse and place the down payment on the beautiful 200-acre property, which at that time was the Jennings Farm. She named the site Seton Hill in honor of the foundress of the Sisters of Charity, Mother Elizabeth Ann Seton. I am sure you have seen the coat of arms and know the Seton motto of hazard yet forward. Mother Aloysia certainly showed that spirit. Also, that is how our name, the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill, came into existence. The very next year, the sisters opened an academy, and each year focused on expanding the educational opportunities for the people of our region. Finally, in 1918, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania approved Seton Hill's charter for a 4-year institution of higher learning. Sister Electa Boyle later wrote in her History of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill that the group of sisters who inaugurated the college set for it the highest standards of achievement. No mediocrity found its way into the institution. We are proud of this history. We are proud to have established a Catholic college, and now it is a university, that is as vital today as it was in 1918. Today, the university boasts of a coeducational population and continues to maintain its Catholic identity and the highest standards of academic achievement. As it was in 1918, so too it is in 2014. The history of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill is linked with this university. We are still very much a part of Seton Hill and its endeavors. As alumni, faculty members, and trustees, the Sisters of Charity are proud to be part of Seton Hill University as it pursues its mission in the spirit of Elizabeth Ann Seton. Now let us go back to that driveway and the sycamore trees. When were they planted? Why were they planted? The story is that they were planted in 1932 in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the sisters purchasing this beautiful Seton Hill property. There were only 85 sisters when they purchased this property. It was decided, therefore, that 85 trees would be planted in honor of these sisters, and they would line the driveway all the ways to the grotto, because these were the sisters who began the legacy of which you now, as graduates, are part of. It is the hope of the Sisters of Charity, the faculty, and the staff of this university that you will embrace this legacy and instill the spirit of love, courage, and compassion of Elizabeth Seton and Mother Aloysia Lowe as you move forward on your life's journey. Know that the prayers of the Sisters of Charity will go with you. Remember, you will always be Setonians. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Catherine. We begin these commencement proceedings with the awarding of honorary degrees. I now call on Bibiana Borio, Interim President, who will introduce today's honoree.
Good morning. I join Mrs. Ridge and Sister Catherine in welcoming you to today's commencement exercises and in congratulating the 96th graduating class of Seton Hill. This is your special day. On your behalf, I express appreciation and deep gratitude to the faculty and the staff of Seton Hill who have guided you and assisted you during your years of preparation here. And on their behalf, I thank you for the satisfaction of this day. Several years ago, then President of Seton Hill, Monsignor William Granger Ryan, noted on the awarding of the university's first honorary degrees in 1956 that Seton Hill would grant honorary degrees for two reasons. First, that the recipient's achievements in academic or non-academic fields are of such quality as to merit the institution's highest honor. And secondly, that there exists between the recipient and the institution a bond of mutual esteem and respect, which calls for formal and permanent recognition. This year, as we thought about awarding honorary degrees, we wanted to ensure that these Setonian traditions were respected in a very, very modern way. Through this year, I have very often been struck by the ways in which many global trends are converging in the world, and they reinforce the relevance of the university's mission and our motto, And in particular, I want to call out Dr. Gwalick's Senior Seminar LA 400 and the Catholic Social Teaching Group, which brought me to study the encyclical Laborem Exercitum, published by Pope John Paul in 1981, and regrounded me in the evolution of the Church's doctrine on the subjects. And if we think about just three trends, the ongoing role of technology in transforming society, increasing globalization, and the actions by Pope Francis to refocus the Church's priorities on service to those in need, we see every day the importance of executing our mission and our motto. We must educate students to think and to act critically, creatively, and ethically as productive members committed to transforming the world. And at the same time, we do it with courage and with capability that speaks to our motto, hazard yet forward. And in his own way, our candidate for honorary degree today has lived successfully in these worlds and has walked the talk of our mission and our motto. David Jones, will you please come forward? David, I am thrilled for you to be here with us today. In so many ways, you exemplified the mission and the values of Seton Hill, and you didn't even know it. We met in the United Kingdom in 2005, when you and your team accepted the challenge of helping me to rebuild a global brand that had become tired, and saving a storied British company that was in danger of going under. I didn't know it at first, but I came to appreciate, as Paul Pullman, Chief Executive Officer of Unilever PLC, said, David, you are so much more. A visionary business leader who has glimpsed the future, and it doesn't belong to those advocating tired old ways of doing business. And today, I know that your mission extends beyond just tired old ways of doing business in business. In one section of your book, you talked about the role of social media, and you wrote, someone changed the questions. Specifically, it was in reference to standard strategic marketing approaches. But if we at Seton Hill have done our jobs well, it also applies to the ability of our graduates, wherever they land, to adapt and to apply their critical thinking skills when somebody changes the questions. David Jones, honored by the World Economic Forum as a young global leader, you are known as an industry visionary, a proponent of corporate responsibility and social change, and a true citizen of the global world. The youngest chief executive in the history of advertising, heading both Havas and Havas Worldwide, and the only British CEO of a French publicly traded company, and I can imagine what a challenge that was. You have an uncanny ability to understand people. You have lived and worked successfully in many lands with many cultures, including the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, France, and the United States. As co-founder of One Young World, a nonprofit organization that provides talented young people with a global platform through which to affect positive change, you bring both youth and global thought leaders together at an annual summit, including one hosted in Pittsburgh in 2012. And you empower the attendees to make lasting connections to create innovative solutions for the world's pressing issues. You were the driving force behind Kofi Annan's Tick, Tick, Tick campaign for climate justice, one of the most successful cause campaigns in history, with more than 18 million people signing on as climate allies. You're the creator of the social business idea and author of the best-selling book, Who Cares Wins? Why Good Business is Better Business. You value the virtue of hard work and, more importantly, the virtue of good works. David Jones, your endeavors have brought honor to your life's work, your family, and the world. You are a powerful role model to the Seton Hill students who share this recognition with you today. Along with them, I'm proud to acknowledge your distinguished achievements by conferring on you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you to you, Bibi, to the university board, the esteemed members of the faculty. It's a real honor for me to be here at Seton Hill University among the distinguished alumni, guests, family members, and friends, but most of all, among the class of 2014. Now, my mum always wanted me to be a doctor, so I guess, today I can tell her that I actually am, and she reminded me in one kind of way. She reminded me that at my own graduation, I had all this really thick, curly hair, and so it was very hard for me to put my mortarboard on. But she was very quick to point out that that wasn't a problem I was going to be having today. My dad was also very impressed when I said I was coming here, because he's a huge golf fan, and Arnold Palmer was his sort of hero. And so when I said that I was following in those amazing footsteps, it made my dad very proud as well. But what I thought I'd do this morning is share with you 3 stories and a little message within each. And the first story some of you may have heard of, but it's about the Goldman Sachs banker who meets the Mexican fisherman. And so the banker's standing on this pier in a Mexican fishing village, and the fishing boat pulls in, and the little fishing boat, the Mexican fisherman's sitting there, and he's got a few tuna in his boat. And the banker from Goldman Sachs says, "Yeah, nice fish. How long did it take you to catch those?" And the fisherman said, "Yeah, I mean, not long." He said, "Well, why don't you stand out and catch more?" And the fisherman said, "Well, I don't need any more. I've got enough for my family. I'm going to go home now." He said, "Well, what do you do with all the time that, you're not using?" He said, "Well, I sleep in late in the morning. I get up. I go for walks with my wife. Siestas with her. I play with the kids. And in the evening, I kind of wander down to the little village with my guitar. And I play music and drink wine with my friends." And so the guy said, no, I'm a Harvard MBA, Goldman Sachs banker. Let me explain how it's going to work. What you're going to do is you're going to stay out all day. You're going to make more money. With that money, you're going to buy a much bigger boat. With the bigger boat, you can go off and buy several boats. Soon you'll have your own fleet. And then when you've got this fleet going out, you'll actually be able to cut out the middleman and set your own business up selling direct. Have your own cannery. And this is going to get bigger and bigger. And then you'll move to Mexico City itself and then on to LA. And one day you'll be sitting in New York running this huge empire. And the Mexican fisherman goes, "Well, how long is that going to take?" So, 15, 20 years. And what do I do then? Well, then this is the great part. You do an IPO. You float your company. You sell it to the public. You make absolutely millions. And the Mexican fisherman goes, "Millions? Well, what do I do then?" He said, "Well, then you can retire to a Mexican fishing village. You can sleep late. You can get up in the morning. You can go for walks. And in the evening, you can go and drink wine with your friends and play guitar." Now, I'm sure many of you have heard the story, but I think the thing for me that it says is we often lose sight of what is really important in life. And I met a really amazing man this week who has a charity called Mary's Meals, and he's called Magnus. And Magnus's life has been dedicated to feeding kids who don't have access to food, who are hungry and starving. And he feeds every day almost 1 million children. And he was telling me this story about an 11-year-old and he met in Malawi, and he said to the 11-year-old, "What's your dream?" And the answer came back, "My dream is to one day have enough food to eat and to be able to go to school." And it's quite sad, and a sad reflection of the inequality in the world today that dreams like that can still exist. The only hunger that there should be in the world is the hunger to learn, and the only thirst, the thirst for knowledge. And that's a kind of side piece of advice I give you is today isn't the end of your education, it's actually the start. And you'll have much more fun lives if you continue learning. But I think the thing that this story actually teaches us is, as you head on the journey of life, don't lose sight of what is really important. My dad always said to me, make sure you stop and smell the roses. We often get caught up in wanting more and bigger and better, and learning from our Mexican fishermen, it's actually not necessarily going to make our lives any richer. So for the next story, we leave Latin America and we head off to Asia. And it's the story of two shoe companies who sell shoes, obviously, and send their best shoe salespeople to India. And the two of them arrive in this Indian village, and they go out and they wander around, and they notice that nobody's wearing shoes. So the first shoe salesperson comes back to the hotel room, picks up the phone and goes, "You complete clowns, get me on the first flight out of here, nobody wears shoes." And the second shoe salesperson, a woman this time, she goes back to her room and picks the phone up and says, "Get me every single pair of shoes we make, nobody wears shoes here." And what that's all about really is both about attitude and about the ability to see and spot opportunity. The guy who built L'Oreal into a very big, successful global business was asked one day what was his key to success, and he said, "I just kept showing up every day, and when anybody asked me to do something, I said yes." And there's a lot of truth in that. But it also is an example of the ability to spot opportunity when other people don't. And there'll be lots of opportunities that come your way over the years, and some that are often disguised. And I say to you, look for the opportunities, but also look for the ones that are opportunities to change things for the better. And there was actually a third shoe salesperson with those two. But he wasn't actually in India, he was in Argentina. And what he thought was actually, if nobody's got any shoes because they're too poor, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell shoes to people who have enough money to buy them. And for every pair of shoes I sell to somebody in a wealthy country, I'm going to give a free pair of shoes to somebody poor who doesn't have the money to buy them themselves. Now that person was actually Blake Mycofsky, the founder of Tom's Shoes, who I've been privileged to get to know over the last couple of years. But what he understood, and it's something I passionately believe in, is that business actually can and ought to be a force for good in the world. If the last century was all about charities and NGOs having great intentions but not always great execution, and business had great execution but not always great intentions, what we need is both. We need great intentions and great execution. And I'm an optimist, but I'm also a passionate believer in the power and potential of business. And the first line of my book just basically says, imagine a world where the people who did the most good were the ones who made the most money. So as you head off into your first jobs, join the companies with a purpose beyond profit, create businesses with a purpose beyond profit, and please do everything you can to prove my theory right. And my final story is something that happened to me in South Africa last year. So we were out on a safari and we came across a pride of lions, and the lions were all sleeping. And so a lot of people in the Jeep were pretty unhappy because they wanted to see the lions. So we started making a lot of noise, but the lions carried on sleeping because that's what they do during the day. And so let's get out of the car and go nearer. So we got out of the car and went over towards the lions, but they still were sleeping. And then one of the guys picks up some dirt and some stones and starts throwing it at the lions. And you can imagine what happens next. The lions wake up and come running towards them. We all sprint back and jump into the Jeep and close the doors, all except for one person. And so we wind down them and go, "What are you doing? You're going to get killed." So, "Well, I didn't throw any stones." And I think I know that you are not the people who have created the problems and issues that we have in the world today. But we do need you to solve them. I think your generation is absolutely unique. And it's been a privilege for me through One Young World, my charity, to spend an enormous amount of time with young people. And as Bibi said, a call out to Pittsburgh, who did the most amazing job in 2012 hosting One Young World. But it's really been a privilege to see how unique your generation is. The world is always obsessed with young people, it always will be. But there's actually something that is very different about you and your generation than any generation of young people we've seen before. You're the most educated because technology has given access to unlimited information and knowledge. You're the most responsible because you see all of the problems in the world in a way that we didn't when we were growing up. But the thing that's really unique is this is the first time in human history that the youngest adults in the world actually understand something better than older adults. You understand the digital and social revolution that is changing this world, I would argue, even more than the Industrial Revolution did. You understand how to use the power of digital and social media to drive change in the world, and it's your generation that are creating these platforms. Now, it doesn't mean that you will or know everything. Obviously, you need to carry on learning and growing, but it does give you an amazing ability to drive change in the world. So use that wisely, but please, for all of our sakes, and my wonderful wife, Corinne, and I have 4 kids, Alphonse, Agathe, Auguste, and Apolline, and I would very much like you to change the world for the better, selfishly for their sakes. And that leads me to a final quote I want to leave you with. I was asked a few months ago by a journalist, what advice would I give to my kids? And I thought it was a very good question. I didn't really have a very good answer. And I'd seen a couple of days before a great cartoon by an artist by the name of Hugh MacLeod. And it just said, did I live, did I love, did I matter? And I thought that's a great mantra to live your life by. It's a great piece of advice for me to give my kids. And it's the piece of advice I'd like to leave you with. So congratulations to all of you. You can be very proud of yourselves, as everybody in this room is very proud of you. And make sure you go out there, that you live, that you love, and that you matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. I think there's one other piece of advice that I think his mom and his father must have given him, and it's a quote from John Green, the novelist, the one who's written The Fault in Your Stars, and don't forget to be amazing. You are amazing. We now come to the most important part of these proceedings. Will the candidates for degrees please stand? In virtue of the power vested in the trustees of Seton Hill University by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, the university confers upon you the degrees you have earned and to which you are entitled. I now call on Interim President Borio, who will present you with your diplomas, and Dr. Mary Ann Gawalik, Provost and Dean of the Faculty, who will present the individual graduates. Dr. Gawalik, will you please present the candidates for degrees?
Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Arts please come forward? The degree of Bachelor of Arts is conferred upon Brittany Elizabeth Anderson, degree in honors. Shane K. Anderson. Anne Marie Belf, magna cum laude, degree in honors. Amy Gabrielle Bartolak, summa cum laude. Anne F. Beckel. David Taylor Berkowitz. Adrienne L. Bracken, cum laude, degree in honors. Julia Lynn Bradbury, degree in honors. Carolyn Nicole Bringe, magna cum laude, degree in honors. Kelsa Brinker. Jessica Burgo. Mary Catherine Callaghan. Eric Terrell Campbell. Tyler J. Carter. Rebecca Linder Sankner, magna cum laude. Sarah Jo Sindrek. James John Cogley, degree in honors. Gretchen E. Collison. Stacy Kersey. Melena Christina Curry. John O. Dalton, cum laude. Jared Jamal Davenport. Dante Joseph DiCario, magna cum laude. Sanjina M. Diaz Garcia. Rachel Dindek, summa cum laude. Zachary Donato. Mallory Elizabeth Early. Shelby Alana Edwards. Nicholas R. Elliott. Jill C. Ferguson, magna cum laude. Andrew Joseph Fisher. Stephanie Nicole Fodor, summa cum laude. Jordan Marie Hill Forney. Emily Francis Franicola, magna cum laude. Caitlin Donahue Gatso, cum laude. Daniel Steve Ganaware. Giannina Gonzalez, summa cum laude, degree in honors. Olivia Rianne Gowdy, magna cum laude. Renee Len Guieri, cum laude. John Michael Guarini. Jaylene Gums. Emily Elizabeth Hardy, magna cum laude. Matthew John Harmoning. Caitlin Marie Hayes, summa cum laude. Kenneth Ryan Hess. Alexander Howard Hill. Sarah Hirakawa. Claire Alexandra Hogue. Jenna Danielle Howard. Rachel Faith Herson, degree in honors. Laura Jane Jandra. Taylor Marie Jansen. Colleen Ann Johnston. Shayla Jones. Jared Ryan Coleman. Sean William Kelly. Maxim Moga Kenyai. Vincent Cayanese. Douglas James Knight. Taylor N. Cortez, summa cum laude. Khalifa Kuyete. Brittany Lynn Cruz. Brittany Elizabeth Lamb. Mary Hannah Lamberto, summa cum laude. Dylan Lefebvre. Mary Rose Lemos, summa cum laude. Kate Marie Linkowski. Nicole Linsmere. Ashley Marie Long. Carolyn Lapoda, summa cum laude. Shannon Nicole Lucas. Paige Lyons. Lauren Elizabeth Marino, magna cum laude, degree in honors. Laura Lee Grace Markle, cum laude. Kelsey Joe Martin. Nikita Marie McClellan. Rodney E. McMath, Jr. Michelle Ellison Meadway. Ahmad Rashad Mallet. April M. Minard. Elena Jean Moorhead, summa cum laude. Emily Rebecca Namachar, summa cum laude. Amanda Victoria Ninehouse. Ashley Ann Novak. Sarah Jean Oldham, magna cum laude. Akil Peters. Rebecca Ann Portillo. Deanna Lynn Polis. Stephen Ray. Chelsea Rogovich. Kayla Ann Marie Ramey, cum laude. Lacey Marie Rosenstiel, cum laude. Jennifer Marie Rosick. Ashley J. Samick. Tyler Renee Sanders, cum laude. Mallory Rose Sanner, cum laude. Michael Mackenzie Scaglione. McDonough E. Scanlon. Nicholas Amal Scanroni, cum laude. Lauren D. Schumacher. Kristen Saranka. Abigail Peyton Shaughness. Chelsea M. Sipes. Jacqueline C. Skanecki. Sean Smith. Caitlin Snyder, summa cum laude, degree in honors. Brian J. Souls. Natalie M. Spanner, degree in honors. Christina Marie Stoddart. Tierra K. Stossel, summa cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Tomsula. Sarah Tantlinger, magna cum laude. Emily Urbanik. Giselle Valenzuela. Sorry there, honey. Kelly L. Van, summa cum laude. Livia Vasat, summa cum laude. Stephen Walcott, magna cum laude. Michael Lloyd Weaver. Samantha Marie Welsh. Amanda Marie Zavolta. Jacob Anthony Kramer Zelmore, cum laude. Will the recipients of the degree, Bachelor of Fine Arts, please come forward? The degree is conferred upon Jessica Ann Adams. Brittany Lee Allen. David J. Beckage, Jr. Christopher Allen D. Mache. Daniel Edward Gruszecki, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Henderson. Margaret Rose Ozello. Michelle Stang. Will the recipients of the degree, Bachelor of Music, please come forward? The degree is conferred upon Kristen Alexander Com, summa cum laude. Amanda DeMarco. David Scott Emanuelson, summa cum laude. Stephen P. Harvey, magna cum laude. Kelly Ann Johnson, summa cum laude, degree in honors. Katrina Rose Clunk, cum laude. Angela Kovacs, summa cum laude. Nicole Janae Murkowski, summa cum laude. Anne Elizabeth Provo, magna cum laude, degree in honors. Joanna Zalesnik. Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science please come forward? The degree Bachelor of Science is conferred upon Brooke Hayward Barnard, cum laude. Paige Nicole Burkhouse. Chelsea Ann Bidna, magna cum laude. Jennifer E. Black. Catherine Michelle Bloomgren. Christopher Boucher. Cody R. Birch, cum laude. Megan Patricia Calla, summa cum laude. Amy Nicole Carlson. Lee Stephen Caruza. Mary D. Ciccio, magna cum laude. Charmaine Yvette Clark. Megan Elizabeth Collins. Bonnie Lynn Curry. Brad Edward Doherty, cum laude. Matthew Norman Delmonico. Michelle T. Dixon, cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Toomey, magna cum laude. Ryan Eddy. Taryn Alexis Farrell, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Fisher. Javier Ernesto Gonzalez Comte. Madison Elizabeth Gorley. Thomas Grover. Brian Nicholas Grundy, cum laude. Alexander Christine Gully. Christine Lee Hallers. Alyssa R. Helster. Caitlin Henry. Julia Lynn Hollick, summa cum laude. Laura R. Homison, summa cum laude. Brandy Lynn Ho. Joel Harry Jameson. Ryan Sean Kelly. Natalie Agnes Kolish. Melinda R. Lackey, cum laude. Dana Renee Linger. Rashima Tanae Lubrin. Matthew Lucchetti, summa cum laude. Jenna Marie Lutzka. Jonathan McCurach. Matthew Thomas Marasso, summa cum laude. Madar Mamari. Michael J. Matoski. Holly Louise Miller. Adele N. Nafi. Rena Leanne O'Leary, summa cum laude. Max Onifer. Max is receiving a dual degree in Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, degree in honors. Katie Lee Perry. Michael Pohl. Kelsey Ann Profio. Dominic M. Puglisi. Jordan Schober. Tricia Lee Smale. Christy Lynn Smith, cum laude. Sarah Nicole Smith, summa cum laude. Stephen A. Smith, cum laude, degree in honors. Shayla M. Spiker. Michael Paris Dematis, Jr. Joseph Shimu, cum laude. Matthew A. Turca, magna cum laude. Caitlin Yatter. Tessa Lee Weidel. Jacqueline M. Yanchuk, dual degree, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, degree in honors. George Matthew Yazanowski, summa cum laude. Sarah Danielle Yelenik. Will the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Social Work please come forward? The degree is conferred upon Chelsea Nicole Bureau, summa cum laude. Kayla Palmer. Jacqueline J. Petrus. Julie Teresa Rucker. Gregory Alexander Sype. Helena Victoria Snyder, cum laude. Let's give the graduates a round of applause. Will the Setonians who received baccalaureate degrees please rise? Graduates, you may move your tassel from right to left. Please be seated.
Well, that was pretty exciting. We have in our audience at this commencement many guests of our graduates who have been beaming with pride at all of the accomplishments that we recognize today. Will the parents of the members of the class of 2014 please stand? Many of our graduates have also had the support and encouragement of spouses and children. Will the spouses and children of our graduates please stand? Also with us today, there are many grandparents. Will the grandparents of our graduates please stand? Okay, now just because I'm an aunt, are there any aunts and uncles out there that would like to be recognized? Yay! Now I ask anyone whose class is represented by one of these venerable banners all around us, alumni of Seton Hill University, please stand. Just a moment of recognition, our baseball team seniors can't be here with us today. They're doing quite well out on the playing field. They had a game late last night that they won, and so they'll be playing this afternoon in a regional semifinal, and if they win, they'll go on to the regional finals of the Division II. So wish them well. I'd like to now call on Cody Birch, who's the president of our senior class, for farewell remarks for his to Seton Hill.
Well, to begin, good morning, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and families. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy to have turned the tassel from the right to the left. Now it's just hitting me in the face on the left side instead of the right when I walk. Anyway, a wise man once told me, "Stop whining." That quote is from Paul Roman, the former CFO at our university. Although some members of the Seton Hill staff are terrified by the sheer mention of his name, Mr. Roman provided the best advice that I have ever received. He had overheard me complaining about tests or due dates and chimed in with that comment. All of us are guilty of griping from time to time about the trials and tribulations we experience in college. However, I think it's good to sit back and realize how fortunate we all are to have been given this opportunity and how hard we've all worked to reach this point. Many people do not have the jump start we've received from attending college and earning a degree. That alone gives all of us a huge advantage by having been prepared to work and grow in our fields of study. We're significantly better off than most of the world already by having the chance to study whatever subject we choose in a country that allows us to do so and provides endless opportunities for those willing to chase after it. At the same time, there isn't a student in this audience that hasn't had to push themselves the last 4 years, whether it be in the classroom, on the field, or in our personal lives. We've all had to meet deadlines, find solutions, and consume way more caffeine than is healthy in order to successfully complete what was asked of us. That will continue to be the case throughout our lives, and I think it's important to embrace it. Many people in our generation seem to feel like they are entitled to anything they want, and that is simply not the case. You've got to work for your goals. No one has ever achieved success from sitting around and hoping for it. This university wasn't founded by people with no drive. It was founded by those with a vision and a will to work for it, regardless of the challenges. Those same values have been instilled in us the past 4 years, and all of us know the potential we have. It's just a matter of tapping into it and digging deep to find that motivation that will lead us to achievement. Whining will not accomplish anything. As all of us have learned, nothing in life is totally free, and anything worthwhile takes time and effort. Work can be a humbling experience, yet also a way to stand out from the crowd and make something great out of our lives. There is a distinct feeling of accomplishment when we achieve a goal that we've set for ourselves, or even one that's been set for us. Remember that feeling anytime you think that you can't do something, and I promise you'll find a way to get it done. At the same time, always remember to work for others when you can, because there have been plenty of people who have helped you along the way to reach where you are and also who you've become. A few of the people who have helped our class and I include Interim President Bibiana Borio, Darren Axon, Food Service Director, Ashley Jose, Director of Admissions and our class advisor, Corey Campbell, Director of Student Engagement, Sister Maureen, Director of Campus Ministry, and of course, our late President, Joanne Boyle. These are only a few of the many people who I am sincerely grateful to have known. In closing, remember to be thankful for everything we've been blessed with, and that we all have the potential to achieve anything, so long as we're willing to work for it. And of course, stop whining. God bless the U.S. and Seton Hill University. Thank you.
Thank you, Cody. You are all invited to attend a reception following these commencement exercises in the low dining hall where you have spent a lot of time over the last 4 years. I now have the distinct pleasure to introduce Sister Lois Skolko, Vice President of Identity, Mission, and Student Life, who will offer the blessing. Sister Lois.
Spirit of wisdom, whose truth fills our world and invites us to a lifetime of learning, bless these graduates. Give them joy and a sense of accomplishment in what they have achieved, but give them also a thirst for knowledge. Make them seekers who will enjoy the process of discovery. Let their education go beyond classrooms and MacBooks. Sensitize them to the lessons of experience and wisdom of the heart. Open them to faith as well as reason, intuition as well as logic. But through all their life, give them an inner peace. May this graduation that we celebrate today signal the beginning of their larger education. Bless them and all of us with your wisdom and peace. Amen.
Families and friends, please keep the graduates' exit pathway clear. You will be able to meet the graduates after they process through the reception line. Please stand and join Stephen Harvey and Katrina Klunk in singing the alma mater of Seton Hill University.